Sup, gamers? Do you want to call people scrubs for killing them in Rainbow Six Siege? Then go play Overwatch as well.
It took a lot of energy to muster that one out. So here's some Gran Turismo Sport instead to just calm me down. Well, actually, Gran Turismo Sport doesn't calm me down. It gets me very nervous. And I'm aware that this is footage from a week and a half ago. Doesn't feel like it, but it in fact was a week and a half ago. And this is definitely no longer the active rotation. I don't even know what the active race rotation is, but I had this footage and I went, well, you know what? This was some solid but disappointing racing. Solid but disappointing could be the trademark for my YouTube channel, considering I can stay above 700 and just exist. This channel's basically dead. But you know what? I still enjoy doing videos from time to time, so it's just fun to just talk. And well, yeah, you're getting. I don't even know what I got a penalty for there, but anyway. This is Gran Turismo Sport, the official penalty simulator, and it seems like it's not letting its guard down, because this is an FIA sanctioned race. Because last time I checked, the FIA probably wouldn't want a race around Suzuka East Course in a couple of old Mini Coopers. I don't know. I don't know much about the FIA, but I kind of don't like them that much, judging from what I'm hearing about them. But yeah, oh well. Shame, because I am deeply getting into motorsport and all that, and I'm really. It's something I'm really starting to like lately, so what a shame. What a shame. But as we cross into the second lap of this race in Suzuka, I'm holding a very respectable second place. I actually did really well qualifying already. I remember this was a lot of fun, getting this car just right and pushing it along and all that. It was just fun. Ugh, excuse me. Yeah, it was interesting finding out new ways to push the corners, because again, these things aren't quick. These are modified, of course. But they aren't completely, revamped like, they'd be done in like Forza. Like, these things could go from being a very slow car to a pocket rocket in Forza, and it'd be like, oh, it's homologulated. But no, here we go. We got ourselves some nice slow racing today, and often slow car fast is best. Really, it really is, because it's more or less on driver skill than it is on actual performance of the car itself. Especially in one make race like this. But here we go. I'm still holding second, so I'm pleasantly surprised. I pulled a very respectable lap there. I'm only two tenths of a second off first place. But the gap is increasing very so slightly, although I think I'm actually gaining on it there. I'm not sure. I can't really read it properly from the small viewfinder on this video thing. Maybe I should actually like record my videos and do the commentary in full screen. But that dude just died, basically. We just witnessed a cold-blooded murder live on video, and I've just taken first. Now, given that I'm in first place, I'm surely bound to fuck this up one way or another, and that's one thing I did to fuck it up. I am 0.7 of a second ahead, and well, I'm holding it. We're nearly halfway through the race, and I just lost a bit of the penalty there, so that was convenient. There you go. I'm 0.3 of a second down on my last lap, which is okay. This dude's catching up. This Japanese boy here is catching up real quick. Did I ever tell you about that story of the Japanese dude I came across named Kevin? Now look, I got nothing wrong with, parents naming their kids whoever they want to name them. But in my opinion, there are some names that just kind of don't make sense in the context of, culturalistic backgrounds. Like, with Asian names, you'd expect more Asian sounding. And I mean, not all of them do that, though. There are a lot who probably don't do that. I'm not aware of it, but there most certainly is. But there was a dude named Kevin, and I went, hang on a minute. A Japanese guy, that's the most American name you can come up with. But speaking of the Japanese have just taken my lead, and they're doing it in the same colored car than I am, so I'm technically considering it a team effort. The Australians and the Japs, sorry, not the Japs, the Japanese unite. I just realized, I just said, what a way to refer to a Japanese people, just Japs. That's not much really happened in the last lap, other than this guy just pushes me out of the way. Another Japanese boy pushes me out of the way. So in a space of, I get a penalty for that somehow, even though he shoved me out of the way, and I got very tilted. So yeah. This race really quickly went to shit. First it was me accidentally saying, a racial slur, and then I lose 2 positions in a lap. It's almost like The time that things go to shit in this race is the time that things go shit when I'm recording. Who would have thought? Maybe this race is just cursed footage at this point. Seriously, it's cursed. I'm partially convinced it is, because goddamn, this really went to shit. And I don't even know what I'm doing necessarily wrong. I mean, I say that, but then I did that. So I got another penalty there. So it's my no good, very bad day apparently. Fortunately, though, the next race is a little bit better, as you will see very shortly. Shortly, about a minute or two. I don't know. Here we go, though, onto the final corner again, onto the curve, around the apex. I did that really badly there. I'm surprised I don't get a penalty for that one. No, I don't get a penalty, but there is an Australian behind me, so there's another one behind me. And he's in slipstream distance, so this is... I'm basically gonna have to surrender third for now. I'm gonna slow down my penalty anyway, because I feel like I'll be able to catch up to him. Although I don't think I will. I really don't think I will at this point. There we go, 0.3, so 3/100ths of it. There we go, it's gone now. But for that split second, I had 3/100ths of a penalty. Was it 3/1000ths of a penalty? I don't know math, alright? It's been a while. It's been quite a while. I need to get that back up to scratch. That's what happens when you spend a year having a quasi gap year when you really don't do much. So here we go. And well, yeah. I'm just gonna just hold my ground at this point. Although I am a pretty comfortable margin ahead of fifth. So fifth is not likely, but fourth is likely for the foreseeable future. Now as we head into the final lap here, now this is where things get very interesting, because you see here, I basically just he just pulls away. He just basically pulls away, and I've got no speed. There's no tyre wear, so I don't know what was happening. I just felt like my car was getting slower as the lap went on, but no, it's just me getting worked up and then realizing I'm a shit driver. That's why I'm still at CC after a month. Getting to A, B, or AA, whatever it was that I peaked at, was obviously a fluke. I fucked up that corner big time, though. Fortunately for me, though, the gap behind me is significant enough where I could probably spin around and still be in front, but fortunately for me, it doesn't seem like I'm going to be doing that around these S-curves. I've got these pretty well down, except for the last lap before that, sorry, where I ended up, fucking it up. There we go, this guy here is serving his penalty really nicely, and I'm pushing my car as high as I can around here, and he slowed down and did his penalty without seemingly slowing down to the level I'm at, so he had it lucky, although I am catching up to him around this final corner here. I'm going to cut around here, and this is getting close. If we had one more lap, I would have definitely won. Oh no, not that. I would have definitely won against him, not won in general. Winning was just a lost cause from the very get-go, but there we go. Disappointing, but here's the next race. This one went a little better. It's against 13 people in Group B in my quote-unquote factory works German pride Beetle. Those two words don't mix together. German and yeah. I'm trying to come up with a better name for it. I'll just call it Volkswagen customer car. There we go, that's a bit better. I'm actually really proud of this livery though, because this one's just, like, I remember just doing this. I think I did this on a live stream actually, but I just did it in like the space of 5 minutes, and it's just there. It worked. Oh, and the 4C is already just, I don't know. Oh, and I got turned a bit there by a Hong Konger in a Porsche. I now know not to say Cantonese, it's Hong Konger, apparently, so... There we go. Not the greatest of starts, but then again, considering that is the shittiest corner in all of Gran Turismo Sport, I feel like I could have done worse. And this car isn't necessarily great at handling. It's got fantastic acceleration, but it hasn't got much in the other departments where it's kind of necessary for this track. Because this track's not a very forgiving track, although I love driving on this track. That first corner, really just, no. Can we just get, like, I don't know. Now, the only other version... Oh, and he just kills himself. Radio pal. He could have kept fifth there, but no, he felt guilty and just decided to give it back to me, I assume. So that's good. Oh, someone spun off. Oh, and we got a Hong Konger spinning off, and now we've just taken fourth with almost no effort whatsoever. God, I love it when I get positions with no effort. Just further redeems how shit of a racer I am. Through the Schumacher S's, we have a Japanese boy in what appears to be a 911. I can't see it from here. My sight's probably gone to shit already. The 911. Oh, he runs really wide. but the 911 is still somewhat close-ish to me. It's kind of funny though how the Beetle can outpace the 911 on some straights though, because it's a Beetle. You don't assume Beetles are being quick. But no, in typical Polyphony Digital fashion, they've done, or Volkswagen, you know, racing tradition, they've hotted up a Beetle for this game and just gone, fuck it, we're gonna have it go really fast. And that's what they've done. Now, I haven't done much Group 3 racing. I'm pretty sure you can tell that at this point, but then again, Group 4 racing is my bread and butter. It's like my favorite racing mode of a lot. Online, in sport mode, I've spent most of my hours playing that. And it's a good chunk of the 100 hours I've spent on this game. Group 3 is probably second highest, and then one makes, which could vary from Honda, like a Honda Beat one at I don't know, it's a Japanese track. It was in Gran Turismo 4, and it had the motorcycle start line thing on it. Anyway, yeah, so that circuit to the previous race. So, yeah, I mean, I'm catching up to that Japanese guy here in the Mitsubishi Lancer, and he seems to be having kind of a bad exit, actually. Because I just get out there really nicely. Oh, actually, he seems to actually get a better launch. I don't know what the differences are between these two cars. I've never driven the Group 3 Lancer. Okay. Radio, pal. So, I'm assuming what happened there, from my point of view, it looked like he rammed into me. Although, because my ping's apparently on Australian servers with yellow bars in the 200 milliseconds, maybe I bumped into... I don't know. But either way, he did that. Bit of a kind of a shitty move if you ask me, especially if I'm, you know, overtaking. If I've got a good line to overtake, you know, you don't cut across it and fully close it off from me. That's just going to cause an accident. So I took third. And second's gone off as well. At this point in the race, when I did this race, I'd assumed that the dude in first was actually like pushing the cars off. But then I realized, hang on a minute, how would he be able to like make them spin that hard? I'm assuming that all these drivers are racing without traction control. I am, for the record, because I just think these cars are undrivable with a controller without them. So I just stick it on and just go, what? You know, close enough. Because really, there's not much of a competitive loss, at least in my experiences. So now we're in second, which is okay. You can cut that corner, pal. That's great. So I'm gonna cut ahead of him and take first. Although I don't know how long I'm going to be able to take that for, given that Lancer has much better cornering capabilities than this Beetle does. So here we go, on to the final straight into lap 3, and I'm still holding first, which is impressive. I think he just flashed his lights at me out of rage or something, but either way, I feel like I should sit my penalty. That's why I go on a service lane a lot around this part of the track, but yeah, so I run wide there to make sure he doesn't ram into me, because I'm kind of worried that he will ram into me, but he doesn't, and just kind of goes in the... He's got his indicator on. No, your indicator's on the opposite direction there, buddy. Don't... I mean, maybe he forgot that the indicator's on. But either way, we've got more trouble. We've got the Japanese dude in the Porsche again. I believe it's the Porsche, from when I briefly looked behind me. He's caught up, and he's had a brilliant last sector there. And he's catching up. And this dude here decides to just serve his penalty right in the middle of the road, where I can't overtake him. And now he's just turned on both warning lights. Maybe they're telling him, maybe he's telling everyone to beware of his driving standards because they're piss poor. I honestly don't know at this point. Yeah, I just... God knows what's going on. This has been an interesting video, hasn't it? It's just been wacky races. You know, you'd assume that if this game did not have licensed cars, it'd just be it'd be like my first gameplay video of like wacky races on the N64, but with like a HD texture pack or something. I don't know, did that even come out on the N64? I don't fucking know. I'm just randomly thinking of things that could work. Feasibly. So I'm catching up to this dude again, and he just, yeah, he just maybe I don't know if he brake tested me there or not, but I kind of doubt it, really. Because I could have just gone right past him, but no, I wanted to slow down because I'm like, fuck, what am I dealing with here? So once again, second's the game here. LMZR PS Vita here. Second is the game. That should be my new channel description. That could be a good one, actually. Although, I feel like if I do one more channel change, like in terms of banners and logos and all that, that might be the last one I'll ever do. I don't know why, but I just feel like it might be better off if I just stop changing it so often. Then again, the last time I did that was 2.5 years ago, so... Or less than that, but it was still over 2 years ago. Alright, so now onto this shit show of a corner for the last time. in this video, which is just great. We've finally gotten over that gigantic wall, and now we're just got to deal with the rest of the walls on this track, which is basically every corner except for basically this S bend onwards, basically. So all's good. Maybe I can get first. Maybe. I'm kind of doubt. Oh, and someone just left the race, apparently. So someone just rage quitted because they couldn't ram someone off the circuit. That's most likely what just happened, because it's Gran Turismo Sport, the official dirty driver simulator. Oh, and I don't know what happened there. I thought he had lost control, but it might have just been a weird lag spike from my end or his end. I honestly do not know. But if he did spin off, that could have been very good for me, because I would have at least gained a 2-second gap over it. But no. In an ideal world, that would happen, but this is not the ideal world. But even then, in an ideal world, that shouldn't have happened. What should have happened was a good battle instead. But, you know, you can't always get those things. And through the Schumacher S's for the last time, this video, I got someone liking my activity because I upload a lot of libraries. I've done over 100 on my PlayStation 4 alone. I think I cut that corner, actually. I don't know, maybe the penalty thing will definitely let me know if I have, but apparently I haven't. So that's a good time-saving technique there, just to cut through there. Like, I was watching a video on the Jura, on the GP variant of the circuit, on how did the world number one at the time, or the locale number one, which was a Japanese driver in an 86, got number one with like a 201. And I tried some of his techniques, and I bumped down a 211 to a 207. But that was about the best I could do. But anyway, enough about that. BMW power, even though neither of the podium is driving a BMW. We're just going to cross the line in a second. I served my penalty. I don't think I actually managed to serve it. Oh, no, I did not. I slowed too late, which is a pain in the ass. But what can you do? What can you do? So that's yet another podium to the list. And this is another car that is a podium finisher for me. I didn't have that many podium cars. And another dude left the race. It was an Aussie in a Subaru WRX. Those things are really nice to drive, actually, so that's a damn shame. But anyway, people, that's basically the end of this video. If you've got to this point in the video, thank you so much for watching. I apologize for the saying that I said about Japanese, saying Jap. I will edit that out in the part of the video where it's necessary. I know I'm saying it at the end here, but I just figured that, you know, that was genuinely an honest mistake. So yeah, I'll edit that out and then upload the video. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. See you later.